G'day you beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about cheap cards, power spikes and deck structure. Okay, so my reasoning for making this video, which I was intending to get to eventually, was I saw someone that is within my league, around about the same level, that plays in the same comp that I play in on a different team, that I assumed to know as well as I do how to build cheaply, how to build effectively, and they started the game and their first card was a 12-point Madstone Gem. Okay, so I just thought I would get around to making this video now because it was on the top of my tongue, so I thought we'd talk about it. Okay, so what do I mean by power spike? So power spike is when you back with 6 points and you go and say buy a full card, buy a card, equip all the upgrades, finish it off, or even just spend a boatload of your hard-earned amber. That is power spike. You are gaining spikes of power, big amounts of power. Okay, cheap cards are anything from a 5-point Madstone Gem, 6-point Adamant Edge. If you don't have all the minor strikes at your disposal, a 7-point card even is a decent option for a cheap card. And the reason for building those cheap cards, which I'm not sure why people still build really expensive cards as their first card. I know it's really hard to actually come to terms with when you're first starting the game, because Epic don't make it, you know, super simple to understand how to build, because when you start playing the game you have to play with starter decks, okay, and starter decks just have 10-point cards across the board. People at higher levels of play do not use 10-point card structure in their builds. That's not to say that you won't see someone in higher levels of play using a 10-point card, but say coming across someone that's a carry not running a certain deck structure is pretty rare. Normally what we tend to do is we build 3 12-point cards, 2 9s and a 6, and the reason for that is that it allows us to have more cheaper cards in our build. And the reason why we build cheap cards is because it just works out better. So right here we have 2 examples. Okay, so we'll start with the Adamant Edge. If you were to back with 6 points, pick up an Adamant Edge and put on a major strike that works out to 6 points, you would get 60 health and 24 power. However, if I was on the other team, same character, same amount of points, okay, 24 power, 60 health, and I backed with 6 and bought this whole card, I would have 36 power and 60 health. If I was to back with another 6 points, I would have 72 power, 120 health. Whereas you, well, there we go, would have 72 power but only 60 health. So the benefits from having a cheaper cards is always that you're going to end up stronger because of the fully upgraded bonus. This is another reason why I make, say, things like my ward a 12-point card, instead of, say, if I have a Whirling Wand and a Guardian's Ward, I will always make my Guardian's Ward more expensive, because you get you only get 1 CP fully upgraded bonus. So this has 12 power, which is 2 CP worth of power. As you can see, a minor strike, which is 1 CP, is worth 6. So this has a 2-point fully upgraded bonus. The difference is cards like Madstone Gem. 2-point cards generally don't have that same bonus. An Adamant Edge costs 3 points. You get given initially 2 points worth of stats, and then when you fully upgraded you get another 2 points. So that 3-point card is actually worth 4 points, and a Madstone Gem being 2 points is actually worth 3. So you get 2 points of power, 1 point of attack speed. So that's the way they generally work. Whereas a ward costs you 3 points, and because it's a ward and you've got that utility, you don't get the same amount of bonuses. If we go and have a look at the ward that I'm speaking of in particular, you still get your 2 CP when you pick up the card, but you only get 1 CP worth of a fully upgraded bonus because you've got wards. It's a unique passive that's on the card, so you don't get any extra benefit. But back into here. So another example is a Madstone Gem. Madstone Gems are great on Fury Heroes because they can be made ridiculously cheap, 5 points. If I back with 5 points and I get myself a Madstone Gem, I'm getting 30 power, 5.5 attack speed. If you were to back with 5 points and spend it on a 10-point Madstone Gem, you would just get 30 power, so I have more attack speed than you. If you were to fully upgrade it, you would have 60 power, 5.5 attack speed, whereas I, after spending the same amount of points, would have the same power, but double the attack speed. Okay, so cheaper cards give you bursts, more of a burst of power, attack speed, health, whatever it might be, because of the fully upgraded bonuses. Okay, if I'm able to finish 4 adamant edges in the same amount of time it takes you to fill out 2, okay, that's an extra 24 power that I have on my build. Okay, so it's more beneficial to run cheap cards. So I think we've covered that well enough. So let's talk about the actual structure. That is not the deck that I wanted. This one. Okay, so this is my Wukong build. I know a lot of people don't like running crit. We're not talking about the fact that he has crit on him. I actually like it. Personal preference. Okay, but you'll notice that I have a 9-point card, another 9-point card, 12, 12, and a 12. Okay, that along with this Whirling Wand is my fully upgraded deck. Okay, so I have 3 12-point cards, 2 9-point cards, and a 6-point card. The reason for this is that it allows me to have 4 6-point cards. So when I actually start off, I'll upgrade my Wind Carver, my other Wind Carver, my other Wind Carver, and because I have 3 12s, 2 9s, and a 6, I'm able to build another 6-point card. If you were building all 10-point cards, that would be 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. So you would be building 3 6-point cards, and then you would go into one of your 10-point cards. Okay, and before you finish that, I've already finished mine. So technically my build works out better. And that is why we build that way. You'll notice a lot of people at the higher tiers actually build this way. And it's because it's just mathematically superior to running 10-point cards, which is something I really wish Epic would deal with in their starter decks, because it's very confusing when you start the game and you're taught to build 10-point cards, and then someone on YouTube tells you that it's silly to build 10-point cards. So that is why we build 10-point cards. It just allows us to have more cheaper cards. As you can see, this is a 40-point build. Okay, so if we come out here, it's got all 40 cards are on the build. Okay, I can't put, even if I take these 2 off and this off, I can't actually make this have any more cheap cards. You can, however, with certain people have decks that have more, like I think we'll be able to see this with my weird Countess deck. I know a lot of people think it's stupid. That's your opinion. Like right here, this is actually another 4.1 because I've maxed out that Necroveil, so that does not count. Nightbird I know does actually, because I run Hydroverser and Tainted Magic as 9-point cards. They only have 1 upgrade. I'm able to make this build a lot cheaper, and this is part of my max build, this 6-point card. So I end up with 4 6-point cards, all for power, and then my actual 6-point card. So that's 5 6-point cards, 6 6-point cards, okay, and then 4 spots left over. So if I didn't want to start with a healer token, chrono token, health potion, and a Lord's Ward in my deck, I could actually have 7 6-point cards in this build, because of the fact that these guys don't have fully upgraded bonuses. So there's no point putting 111, 111, and I just put what I need on them. So the moral of the story is that building cheap cards in your deck is your friend. Building your deck with a structure of 3 12s, 2 9s, and a 6 is a really great way to build your decks, because it allows you to have 4 really cheap cards. If you're a Fury hero, go for those 5-point cards. If not, go for 6-point cards. If you run out of minor strikes, which I know a lot of you people are actually going to be thinking, I don't have that many minor strikes. Building a 7 is fine. It's still a cheap card. It still allows you to finish it quicker. Just having those cheap cards is just going to be extremely beneficial for you, and it'll allow you to get power spikes earlier and farm better, get more kills, and just be more effective on Monolith. So I hope you guys enjoyed this and got something out of it. As I said, I now know that it's not just brand new players or anyone in any specific elo or anyone that's played for any certain amount of length of time. People still do this because it is kind of confusing. The card structure in Paragon can be very confusing, so I hope I explained it well enough. I hope that you get my point. If you enjoyed this or you found it useful in any way, smash that like button. If you have any questions because there was something you did not understand, please don't hesitate to leave a comment in the down there. I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. And if you're not already, guys, subscribe for more content. There'll be once I get over the next couple of days of being busy, I'll be hard at work getting a load of hero guides coming out on my channel, so stay tuned for that. And with all that said, guys, thank you so much for watching. I love your face, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.